do this thing. It's only 30 minutes after I said I was gonna be here. Feeling good. Definitely moving out of Mercury retrograde. Back in my normal swing of things. Okay, so I will start with the program. I will actually give Mallory the deets. She is supposed to be privy to this information. But listen, like this just came about on a business purpose session with Maria Portis the other night, and I haven't had a chance. I mean, I guess I could have talked to you about it at the staff meeting yesterday, but why? Then it just like takes the excitement out of it, right? So we are going to be doing a 12-week mini program inside this group. And I'm really excited about it because it's going to be called Abundance. And it's going to be just sort of a 12-week introspection into what abundance means to you, how you fully step into abundance, how I cultivate abundance in my life. So we're going to do it over a 12-week period. And beginning this week, we're also dropping the New Wealth Paradigm transmissions into this group every Wednesday. So you'll be getting 5 of those videos. And even if you've watched them before, I really recommend that you watch them again when they get dropped into this group. They're really powerful transmissions, and one of them is the abundance transmission. And so that one's going to be super, super fitting as we move into this mini program in here. So my vision for this group is like, I really want to provide some really epic, amazing content in here. I don't want it to just be like a meaningless free group, right? I'm interested in cultivating a space that is really interactive and where you guys are getting some really good information. And then obviously I want to grow the group. Like I want to get more people that are aligned with this mission work of mine in here so that they can be exposed to it and that they can begin to shift their wealth paradigm. So the 12-week mini program will start next week, and we will post a schedule. I guess we should do a Google Calendar, Mallory. We should probably do a Google Calendar. It'll just be weekly live streams from me for 12 weeks. And yeah, and then we'll be dropping like other resources and assignments and things like that into the group. So, and you don't have to do anything. You're already here, so you get to participate. What I would love for you guys to do is to share this group with people that you feel like would love to be here with us, would benefit from this, are aligned with this work. But what I don't want you to do is like spam people into the group by just inviting them. So if you would please like share the group link with them, and then they can request for themselves. And I haven't put any membership questions in yet, but I definitely will do that. And probably once I get the membership. Now, I think it's better if we just share the link, like share the link to the group so that we're not just directly inviting people in, so that we know that everybody that comes into the group really wants to be here. But it's gonna be an opportunity to get some really amazing free content from me. And there's going to be exclusive content in here. So there's going to be content that I drop in here that doesn't go anywhere else, including to YouTube or any of my other various social media channels. So yeah, I'm excited about this. I've really been missing like having a group to share stuff in, because the Magical Life just hasn't felt like the place to share my stuff as of late. And I've still been sharing in there, but it's just kind of felt weird. So I'm super excited to have this container to share, and yeah, just it's all about really shifting the wealth paradigm, right? And helping you guys step fully into your divine birthright, which is to be wealthy in all areas of your life. So that is happening, and I'm super excited about that. And hi, Maria. So the thing that I kind of wanted to talk about today is like, what do you get from being in this container? Like, what is the benefit to you to have joined this free group and be in this container, right? Well, it's definitely the content that you're going to get from me, right? It's definitely this mini program abundance. It's, whatever else I'm sharing in here. But I want to talk a little bit about what I believe makes me unique in the wealth consciousness space, aside from being the God of rich abundance, right? But aside from that, my certainty is my superpower. And my certainty is literally how I got to this place in my life. My certainty is absolutely the thing that sets me apart from everyone else. And it is how I manifest all the things in my life. I have the ability to literally hone in like a heat-seeking missile on the things that I desire. And it's like, once that lock-in has happened, there is absolutely no availability for that thing I want not happening. And I see this in my business all the time. I'm going to give you guys an example, okay? So it's like, when I decide and when I create that certainty, nothing can stop me. It's literally impossible to stop me. So the last round of Ouroboros, I was on a mission. I was like, this is going to be $100,000 launch, period. Like, I locked in and I engaged my certainty, and it was like, it didn't matter. Like 2 days before the launch was up, I think we were only at like $60,000. We had like 40,000 more to go. And I was just like, nope, it's happening. Like, it is happening. And by the time that launch was over, we made $101,000. So the example of the flip side of that is that this time I said, I want to have 120 people in Ouroboros. I want to have a $300,000 launch. That was my loose goal, but I never committed to it. And I never locked in on it. It was sort of this just like passing idea or thought of what I wanted to do, but I never fully energetically backed it. I just didn't feel like it. And I have a lot of other things happening, and there's a lot of things shifting in my business, and then there's a lot of things coming up in the second part of the year, especially with my book launching. I have no idea like what's going to happen on the other side of that. And so I believe that the divine has a hand in everything, right? So I think there's absolutely a reason why I didn't have 120 people. I have 50 people in Ouroboros this round. So I think there's absolutely a reason why that is, and that the divine, all divinely led, all divinely guided. Because I think I'm not meant to be doing one-on-one sessions with more than 50 people is what I'm imagining, because whatever's going to happen with the book, or whatever expansion is going to take place in the second part of the year. So it was interesting though, because I had this full realization. I was just like, oh, I didn't want it. I didn't lock in on it. I didn't engage my certainty, and that's why it didn't happen. And it was like, I'm not upset about it. Like, I don't have any like, oh, why didn't I, or I didn't, or whatever. It's just like, meh, yep. Anyway, on to the next thing, right? And I'm super happy and content with where Ouroboros is. There's amazing people in there. It's great. Like, I'm really loving it. I'm loving it more this round than I think I ever have. We're super organized. But I didn't lock in the certainty, and so that's why it didn't happen. Anything in my life that hasn't happened, it's because I haven't fully engaged my certainty. So why is this important to you? Well, it's important to you because my intention in creating this group is to help each and every one of you shift your wealth paradigm. And each time I enter into this container, each time I pass by this container, each time I'm in this container looking at comments or responding to tags or doing a live stream or giving you an assignment, every single time I'm entering my energy into this container, I'm doing so with the certainty that you will shift your wealth paradigm. So my private clients that work with me know the power of this. It's like, when I fucking lock in on a goal for them, it happens. When I lock in on Maria and I were talking about this the other night, and she was like, I have audio memos from you that I just listen to over and over on repeat. And she's like, and often you're just like, well, I'm not energetically available for this thing not happening for you. I'm not energetically available for you not making money. I'm not energetically available for, and that's the power of the certainty, right? And so as a result of that, then that thing shifts. So it benefits you being in this container because I'm fully engaging my certainty that being in this container is going to completely positively shift your wealth paradigm. And there's no other option but for that to happen. So you come into this container to receive my certainty. You come into this container to receive my superpower. You come into this container to be activated by my certainty that there is a better way, that there is a better life for you, that you are absolutely deserving of your divine birthright, which is to be wealthy in all areas of life. And that I'm holding that certainty for you, and that I'm literally activating that in your field every time you put your energy into this container and meet my energy. And that's the thing, I think that another thing that's really important to note is that in order to succeed, right? In order to succeed and in order to benefit from my activation, your energy has to meet mine. So you have to be willing to put your energy into this container. You have to be willing to meet my energy, and you have to be willing to meet my energy whether that's comfortable or uncomfortable, because often meeting my energy is very uncomfortable, because my energy will activate you and will require that you look at parts of yourself that you've been hiding or parts of yourself that you haven't been willing to look at. It's part of my human design profile. And it's also just part of my intention in creating these containers, is that radical transformation does not happen without growth, right? And growth doesn't happen without stretching ourselves outside of our current comfort zone. And stretching ourselves outside of our comfort zone is uncomfortable. And so, you know, being here and meeting my energy and being in this container, it's not always going to be comfortable, but I promise you that if you continue to come and meet my energy, you will get the results that you're looking for. All you had to do for me was to truly, gently, and lovingly kick my ass and say, it's time, and the divine timing was on. Amazing. Yeah. You know, and that's the other part. It's like, you know, if you're ready and willing to go fully in, if you're ready and willing to fully meet me in these containers and in these types of transformational experiences, then you will get transformation. I got a beautiful letter from a former mastermind client this morning that was, I woke up to this letter, and some of you may have been following my Facebook posts. I have a former private client who is basically telling everybody that I'm a cult leader, and kind of trying to sabotage my business and turn people against me. So I've been posting a little bit about that lately. And it was really beautiful to wake up to this message from this other client, a client who had been quite triggered by me, or has been triggered by me multiple times, like throughout her entire relationship with me. And she just sent me this really, really beautiful message thanking me and, you know, expressing gratitude for the times that were uncomfortable. And it was really great. Like, it was really amazing to like have that feedback, especially from her, because there was definitely a time in our relationship when I wasn't sure that it would, you know, come back around, because she had been really triggered by some things that I had done and by some things that I had said. So, yeah, just know that like, if you continue to show up for yourself and you meet my energy, even through the discomfort, like radical transformation will happen. Like my mission on this planet is to end financial slavery consciousness for as many beings on this planet as possible. I desire to shift the wealth paradigm. That is part of the work that I'm here to do in the world. And so I will continue to show up in the energy that is the conduit to that transformation taking place. And so if that's the transformation that you desire, then continue to come in here and meet my energy and see what happens. And it's not always going to be fun, and you're not always going to like me, and you're probably going to leave the group. I'm just kidding. I think it's much worse, I think, generally, than it is. Like, I think my perception of the difficulty is much worse than it is. Oh, which reminds me, I need to take myself through level 4 of the spiral today. Speaking of difficulty, I am taking myself through the spiral again with a money, wealth, and abundance focus right now. It's been kicking my ass. But I've been in power a little over a week, so I think I'm ready to shift into level 4, openness in the heart. So, Yeah, Mallory doesn't listen to the lovingly gentle advice. She has to be slapped around and shaken, and then she still doesn't listen. Honestly, it takes her, I think, Mallory, like, it feels like you have about a year of resistance, and then you like do the thing. So that's just Mallory's cycle. Doesn't have to be yours. You don't have to resist me quite as hard as Mallory does. And the crazy thing is, like, she knows every time. She's like, why didn't I just listen to you a year ago? And I'm like, no idea, because you're a manifester and you have to do things your way and not listen ever. So I think that's all I have to say today. I just wanted to come in and talk to you about the mini program Abundance that's going to be starting next week. We'll put a Google Calendar in. You just need to drop your email so that you can get on that Google Calendar so you'll know when the live streams are happening. And yeah, just invite you to fully put your energy into the container and meet me in the world as you were watching this live stream or you're watching the replay. Oh, I know, I have one more thing. So I have a free 6-day live stream event that is beginning tonight called The Element Factor. So if you're interested in all this stuff that I've been talking about in relation to health, wellness, longevity, immortality, I'm doing a 6-day free live stream event with Michelle Patrick. Are we back? Okay, we're back. Lame. Come back, everyone. Come back. Oh, Facebook. Come back. So, back to what I was saying. Starts tonight at 5 p.m. Bali time, and 9 a.m. in London. Michelle and I will be doing a joint live inside the group that will be the intro to the 6-day live stream event. So we'll be covering a different element each day. I'm really excited about this live stream event because I'm super fascinated and obsessed with all the ways that elemental imbalance affects our lives. Money is a huge one, okay? Elemental imbalance can literally make it so that you are closed off to receiving abundance, that you are not open to, it can affect your ability to actually show up in the world and do your work. It can affect procrastination. It can affect, like, creating low-level anxiety and depression that isn't actually yours in your life. It's super pertinent to this group. And so I would love for you guys to register and join us in that free 6-day event, which is happening like over the next week and a half. There is the link to register. You do have to register. It's happening in a private Facebook group, so that's how you get access. 5 p.m. tonight. So if you haven't already registered for the free event, definitely go do it. Why not get all the free content? This one's going to be hugely impactful in all areas of your life, though. This is about overall wellness in your life. So make sure you do the damn thing and click the link and join us over in the Element Factor tonight at 5 p.m. Bali time. And like any other of my free events or groups or programs, if you can't make the live, you can definitely catch the replay. This one in particular, it's not going to be particularly like pertinent that you be on the live stream. Obviously, I think you always benefit from energy on a live, but if you can't make it, you can definitely watch the replay. So I think that's it. Remember, it's your divine birthright to be wealthy in all areas of your life, and you are so worthy and you are so deserving of it. And so until later tonight or next time, I will see you then. Mwah. Love you guys.